Story time, our favorite time of the day. When we gather around our computer screens, Geektoid comes to stay. He'll tell us a very drunken tale, his eyes begin to shine. It's a special place, it's such a happy face, intoxicated story time.
Holy crap! Let's talk about Game of Thrones! So this season of Game of Thrones has been pretty freaking awesome. It's the two towers of the season. Like, it is excellent, but as a whole, it's not getting this there any faster. It's not that big, epic, climactic stuff, that we're expecting, but it is a prelude to that big, epic stuff that's been happening. I am gonna be fucking going over this episode, so just so you know, spoilers ahead. Cheers, bitches. The episode fucking starts off with Cersei's fucking trial by the Seven. And, they're all in the Sept, and the fucking, it's this beautiful fucking montage of just this piano music and, like Cersei getting ready and everything, and Tommen is getting ready, and Tommen's just about to go out when, like, fucking the mountain says, "No, you can't go out, little bitch." And, Tommen's like, "What?" Everybody's waiting for Cersei to arrive, and they realize, holy fuck, she's not here. Where is she? And Marjorie's just like, "Oh, Cersei's not here. There's a reason for that. We have to get the fuck out of here." Meanwhile, there's a bunch of little kids and they start stabbing the fucking maester. I personally would like to say that I applauded when that little son of a bitch went down. After that, Lancel Lannister fucking stabbed in the fucking side and shit. He's in this crypt, and then there's a bunch of fucking wildfire in a bunch of barrels, purposely fucking set there. There are little candles that are just like, they're slowly melting, and he's trying to reach for it, and then shit just fucking goes up. Fucking the Sept gets fucking blown to fucking hell. Holy crap, dude! I am gonna miss Marjorie Tyrell so much. She was like the beautiful flower in the wind.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your
You're here.
light.
She dies, everybody, like fucking her father dies, everybody fucking dies. Tommen kills himself out of grief and probably anger, and fucking he might be frightened, who knows, but he just ends up throwing his ass out the window. And Cersei has played us all. She even played her own son. What did Jaime say at the beginning of the first episode of the show, of the fucking book? What I wouldn't do for love. Next, we catch up with Jon Snow at Winterfell, and, he's basically taking back the North, or at least Winterfell. He's taking back Winterfell. Sir Davos comes into his quarters, and, like, the Red Woman is there, and he tells, like, Jon Snow, he has a burnt little horse, and he puts it down on the table, and he's like, Tell them who this is. Tell them what you did." Jon Snow is told that Melisandre has burned the princess at the stake. Jon Snow is just like, "Right south today. But if you come back here, I'll have you hanged as a murderer." And then, Davos is just like, if I see you back here, I'll kill you myself." She leaves. So the next thing happens is that Lady Tyrell meets with the Dornish people, and the Dornish people, they're like, "Well, we all want to get back at Cersei. What's the best way to go about that?" And they're like, "Well, we have this." And then the eunuch comes in, and he's just like, you just see him, and he's there because of Daenerys, And so Daenerys has a big motherfucking army now. And the next thing happens is we catch up with our good friend Daenerys and Tyrion. You know, Daenerys needs her big, strong, buffy, fucking pretty boy, motherfucker guy that she's been sleeping with to stay, you know, in Marine. Marine is now a free fucking city, and she wants him to stay here because it is the diplomatic thing to do, because they have to keep it free, otherwise the slavers might come back and fuck shit up again. And so, like, he loves her, he's protesting, and, you know, she reasons with him, and she says, like, well, you know, I know you love me, the only guy who loves me for me, and I'm letting him go because I need to take care of shit. So she has a big fucking army, man. She's got the Greyjoys, she's got Dorne, she's got the Tyrell army, she's got the fucking Unsullied, she's got the people of Marine, she's got fucking the Dothraki. 6 goddamn on 3 dragons, 6 armies and 3 dragons. Now here's the thing. The Greyjoy army, it's only half because freaking, Theon and his sister, like, kind of hijacked the army, so they still got their uncle to fucking worry about at this point, and we might see him in the next season, and he might try to fuck shit up, but, like, if he comes in and he's just like, we're gonna fight for this, and then he sees how big this fucking army she's amassed, like, they're gonna be like, fuck. Daenerys and Tyrion, you know, talk a little bit, and, she has trust. She trusts him. She made him a little Hand of the Queen pennant to put on himself. He tells her, you know, I don't trust anybody. I don't believe in anybody. But you're the only one I believe in. Anyways, all of this is just like, they're eye fucking each other and kind of, and, you know, I honestly kind of fucking think that, you know, she needs to marry somebody to get in good. And who better to marry than Tyrion goddamn Lannister, right? You know, they're gonna get it on. Yeah, that is foreshadowing right there. All that eye fucking, they're gonna. Some dwarf fucking, oh yeah. Although they might be related, because it was said in the books that, like, the Mad King did fancy Tyrion's mother, so we don't know. Just a theory. Back at Frey Tower, or whatever, wherever the Freys exist, you know, there's Walter Frey. He's fucking, you know, he's entertaining Jaime Lannister. He's telling them, like, yeah, the Freys and the Lannisters together again. Yeah, we did the Red Wedding. Yeah, we're, you know, awesome people and everything. And Jaime Lannister's like, if the Lannisters have to keep, you know, bailing you out of shit, how awesome are you? And Walter Frey's like, night falls, and he's having his fucking dinner and stuff, and he's looking for his sons, and he's like, where are my sons? Where are my sons? And, you know, his handmaiden is like, oh, your sons are here. And he's like, well, I don't understand. What are you talking about? You're new here. What do you mean my sons are here? And she's like, your sons are here. And then, like, the food that she just brought him just happens to have, like, she just ground them up. She filleted them into his food, and he's just like, oh. And then she pulls off her fucking mask, and it's Arya Stark, because she has his power now, and she's fucking amazing. And she's like, I speak for all Starks when I kill you. And she's just, and, you know, Walter Frey's like, oh fuck. And then Harry Potter's like, fuck you, Filch. We catch up with Bran. Benjen kind of drops them off, like, near the wall. He cannot cross the wall because he's technically dead. He got some White Walker blood in him, and White Walkers are technically dead, and there's magic in the wall, and this whole thing, he just cannot cross the wall. So Benjen just kind of leaves him. He's like, this is why I leave you. And then he goes off and, you know, just leaves. And, you know, Bran, you know, sees a weeping tree, blood weeping tree. And he decides to touch it because this is where, you know, part of his visions, and he's a three-eyed raven now. And I guess he's accepted that. He still doesn't know necessarily what all that entails. We don't know what all that entails. We do know he can see into the past. He can also kind of manipulate the past. So in an essence, Bran is Barry Allen. Fucking Barry. You just can't leave well enough alone. besides the point. He goes back to this place in the past that we kind of left him at with the other three-eyed raven, which is, it's a young Ned Stark, and, you know, there's a weeping woman in a tower, and he goes into that tower, and it turns out to be his sister Lyanna, and she has bleeding out, she's dying, she has just given birth to what? We don't really know. You know, she says something to him, she says, his name is... And you can never tell anybody, otherwise he'll be killed. Promise me, Ned, promise me, Ned, promise me. And then she dies. And then we see a baby, and there's a great match cut of this baby. Because you couldn't be more on the nose. Great match cut of this baby, and then it cuts to fucking Jon Snow. And it just proves that Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen got it on, had Jon Snow, and he is Jon Targaryen. All of the theories have been right. He is the rightful heir to the throne. Or maybe Daenerys, because, look, and hear me out on this, when it is revealed that Jon Snow is supposed to take the Iron Throne, all of the times that, like, greatness has been thrust upon him, he's been kind of hesitant to take it, you know? And when he learns that, like, Daenerys is, like, his freaking, what would that be? Like, his, who Daenerys be to him then? His niece? His cousin or sister? Whatever that is, and I don't want to think about her right now. You could tell me in the comments below what she really is to him in this case. He's probably just going to be like, hey, Daenerys, you know what? Take it. I don't want it. And Daenerys, being kind of like the woman she is, she's, you know, as badass as Daenerys is, she will ultimately be like, no, Jon, the throne is yours. You know, being fair about it. And Jon is going to be like, you know, I kind of don't want it. You know, I got Winterfell to kind of worry about, and my sister, and got all this crap going on there, and, you know, blah. I think that's gonna happen. He might be promoted under Daenerys' reign to Captain of the Guard or something. I feel like that's gonna happen. He's been gradually pushed into greatness. You know, it's like that old Shakespeare adage, you know, like that old Shakespeare line, you know, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Well, Jon, you're getting it thrust upon you through the ass. Back at Winterfell, all the houses of the North have come in to, you know, the Great Hall. They're all being prejudiced against wildlings and everything, and they're like, we don't want wildlings here. And then Jon Snow's like, wildlings helped us take back this house, and remember that. And, you know, like, there's this other asshole over here, and I forgot his name already. You know, I don't agree with any of this. And then Lady Mormont stands up. Our house has stood with the Starks for 1,000 years, and you pledged allegiance, and you pledged allegiance, and you pledged allegiance to the Starks, and you guys are all hypocrites and idiots and stuff like that. They all start standing up. They're like, yes, you know what? You're right. He did take back the North. He took back our house, and the Boltons were assholes to us. Yes, we are with House Stark again, and Jon Snow is the true king of the North. Jon Snow is a true king of the North. King of the North, king of the North. And Jon Snow's like, why does this always fucking happen to me? And then he just looks at everybody. He's like, well, okay. And so we get to kind of like the epilogue of the episode, or more appropriately, the epilogues. We go into King's Landing and into the throne room and the Iron Throne, and, you know, Cersei is now being crowned queen. You know, she's on the Iron Throne, and that's like the worst fucking thing. Like, we all saw this coming. She played everybody like fucking fools. You know, her son, the Tyrells. This is what she wanted. You can see in her face, this is exactly what she wants. She wanted to be queen. She wanted to be the ruler. And then here's like Jaime in like the fucking, you know, shadows, kind of just watching her from like afar, and you just looking at her, and you just kind of like, You could see it in his eyes, because, you know, Jamie's not a favorable character, but you kind of feel like his heart might be in the right place some of the time, you know, because, you know, he kind of wants to do the right thing sometimes, but he also has this thing, like, he loves his sister, he likes fucking his sister, and, you know, he has this, you know, family honor shit, you know, but in his eyes, you could see, oh fuck, I know what you did, I don't like it. And Cersei's just like, I am supreme bitch. I don't have hair for that. I don't, where's my, my neck. Finally, the final fucking thing is all the ships, all the armies that Daenerys has has gathered behind her. Daenerys Targaryen has gathered behind her. All their ships, and it's a buttload of ships, man, are headed towards King's Landing to take it over. And her fucking 3 dragons. 3 dragons, like 1,000 fucking ships, man. Like, they are just headed towards King's Landing. To what? What are we gonna do? We're gonna fuck shit up. Just like I've been saying all these years. I'm gonna fuck shit up. Bitch. This was like amazing season finale to what has been a very excellent season. It has kind of surpassed the books now. Had some of the books still in there from, you know, Dance with Dragons, but for the most part it's kind of gone beyond that for necessity. So I can't wait to read Winds of Winter when it comes out, whenever George R.R. Martin decides to release it. You know, Stephen King releases like a book, maybe 2 books a year. You can't give us an... I know, I understand. No, you do press junkets, you're busy, you're flying everywhere, you're promoting this, and you're writing for the show as well, and all that. I understand, George. From the bottom of my heart, I understand. But write faster, bitch! And that's all I gotta say today. Anyways, if you like this video, like and subscribe. And until next time, live long, geek on. For the watch.